Hello everybody, welcome to Tartan Witch YouTube page. For anyone that's come for the video today, they have come for the Starcode Astro reading. So I popped up a basically card reveal reading up on Facebook on the Astro Witch page. I also have the Tartan Witch page on Facebook. If you haven't yet, go over and like and follow for more free pulls and free lives and things. So today we have the Astro card reading and we had piles 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and you would have seen the picture up on the Astro Witch. Okay, I would have popped the link in the comment for anyone who has commented on the picture. This is where you'll find your cards. So we're going to start off with the first pile, okay? And the first pile consists of the card Jupiter. And then the second card was the solar flare and its activate. And then we have conjunction and alliance, okay? So the first card for people that chose pile 1. This is the Jupiter card, okay? When we see Jupiter, we see expansion, we see luck, we see abundance, okay? And when this card comes in, especially with the solar flare card, this card is in regarding to like the energy of the sun, the effect of the sun, and whatever the sun shines on, it brightens up, it shines, it shows. So these two cards, okay, they all came together. This was the first pile. These two cards in particular, whatever this card comes with, it heightens. So lots of expansion, lots of abundance, okay? Lots of maybe learning or higher learning for the people that have chosen pile 1. Okay, and with the solar flare, like I said, this is activating that Jupiter energy. So even more so, there's that learning, there's higher education, or there's expansion and abundance, okay? Now, when we look to Jupiter as well, we can see our work, okay? Work, or where we'll be expanding. So this is the card that I look to for that. And this is conjunction and it is alliances. So this is about expanding and coming into contact with people that are more like yourself, maybe making alliances with people, coming together with people. And this may be a huge thing at the moment with Jupiter, the solar flare and the conjunction, 3 cards together. There may be lots of social networking for you at the minute, or just building alliances, building partnerships within this, maybe within your job or higher education. And because the solar flare being there, like I said, this is activating lots of things, and it's a really good time for you to be building partnerships, alliances, going out, meeting people that are more like you, more like yourself, okay? And anyone at the moment, if you maybe want to see where this could be happening, if you look at your personal chart, look where Jupiter is actually transiting at the minute, and that might be where these things are taking off. This is maybe where you're seeing this expansion of partnerships and alliances. And like I said, with the solar flare being there, things are really heating up in that department. So people that chose pile 2, we have the first card, which is the transit card, and it says the climate, okay, or climate. Then we have the third house, okay, which is communication, okay. And then for the third card that came with pile 2 is the Juno card, and this is to do with partnership, okay. Now, when we start with the first card, this is to do with transit, okay? And this is to do with things that are coming in. This is all about change, this card. So people that have chosen pile 2, you might be experiencing a lot of change at the moment. Depending on as well where your third house is in your birth chart. For people that have chose pile 2, there might be a lot of changes, okay, within that house. Now, look to what is in your third house. So say Jupiter's in the third house. Look to Jupiter in your chart, or look to Jupiter in your current chart to see where things are sitting, and this is where you might see these changes, these effects. And like I said, when transit card does come in, this is lots of things changing, this is lots of things coming into effect. And because we see the third house here, and the third house is ruled by Gemini and Virgo, which are ruled by the Lord Mercury, which is your communication, it is logic, it is mind. When we see the third house though, more specifically, okay, this is referring to our childhood, our siblings, you know, our friends from our younger years, maybe how we grew up, how we learned to communicate. There might be big changes here for you in your communication style, and it might even be referring to even your siblings as well, with being in the third house. Now, Juno also sitting here, I feel like there is a lot going on within your partnerships, especially, like I said, whether this is romantic partnerships, as Juno shows, or this is friendships, this is, you know, childhood friends, this is your siblings, and there's lots of changes going on within the third house. And communication, okay, and the things that the third house holds. Now, because the third house, like I said, it is communication. Now, the third house is ruled by Gemini, and when we see communication and we see Gemini, this can be all types. So it can be from emails to, you know, letters to phone calls, even social media and things as well, when we see the third house and we see communication. But yeah, I feel like with pile 2, the people that have chosen this, huge changes, like I said, very recently, and I feel like more so with the lunar eclipse that we've just had, that just ended there on the 8th of November. I feel like those had huge effects on everyone, okay? Now, especially, like I said, huge changes coming in when it comes to siblings, your communication, even maybe your mind and how you think of your childhood and school and those things that are associated. Now, with Juno as well, this is to do with your love, your partnerships, your romantic, say your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and there might be some sort of change going on even with the communication and the relationships between partners here as well, okay? So now moving on to the last pile, the third pile. So people that chose pile 3, we have the 10th house here, we have authority. Then we have Mercury, which is messages. And then we have the 9th house, exploration, okay? Now, first of all, when we start off with the first card, the 10th house, authority, when we see the 10th house, yes, it does mean authority, it does mean government and so on, but it also stands for your job, your career, okay? Because the midheaven cusps and associates itself with the 10th house, and your midheaven is usually your job or your career within this lifetime. Now, when we see the 10th house here, like I said, this can be to do with job, your work or career, and it can also be regarding the government, regarding authority, okay? And that's authority in all shapes and sizes, whether it is authority with you're at school or college, and it's the authority, i.e. your teachers, your lecturers and so on, or if this is government, this is police, this is the court system, this is social, those kind of authorities. Now, when we see the Mercury card, as you can see, it does represent messages. So these cards coming in together, I feel like there may be lots of emails, lots of messages, lots of speaking on the phone at this time, with either in regards to your career or job, or to do with authorities, whether this is government, whether this is court or some sort of authoritative establishment. There may be lots of communication going on there at the minute. And with the ninth house falling in with pile 3, ninth house is ruled by Sagittarius, and Sagittarius Lord is Jupiter. And when we see the ninth house, we see expansion, okay? An expansion in the sense of when we travel. So long distance travel, we see through the ninth house. We also see culture and belief, because of when we travel, you know, we go through different cultures and different belief systems as we work our way through different sets and groups of people. And the ninth house is also regarding higher education, wisdom, gurus, spiritual gurus as well. And with these 3 all coming in together, there could be some sort of travel, long distance travel with your work, some sort of messages, and lots of messages and communication coming in when it comes to this 10th house association, whether it's work, career or authority. So definite expansion here when it comes to the 10th house, Mercury, and the 9th house. And like I said, lots of communication, lots of messages, whether it's email, writings, coming through the door, letters coming through the door, all these things. So yeah, in regards to work, if this is regarding work for someone, then probably lots of messages, lots of communication through work. And it may even be that they may be going back to education or going on a course or going travelling, or they have some sort of association with that of the 9th house. Exploration, whether that's travel, whether that's looking into different cultures, different beliefs, different studies, spiritual teachers or gurus, that kind of thing. So I hope that everything made sense for everyone that did choose a pile. And thank you to anyone that did come and watch. I am also going to post this on my Facebook Tartan Witch page. So yeah, thank you to everybody that came to watch your card reveal today. And I hope that everything made sense. Do not be afraid to leave a comment below. And yeah, take care, and I'll catch you again at some point. And like I said, you can follow me on Facebook, Tartan Witch, or the Astro Witch. Or we have Instagram where you can follow me also, and it's just the Tartan Witch or Tartan Witch. And yeah, that's about pretty much it. Take care and God bless.